It is said that there cannot be universal health coverage without enhanced sexual reproductive health and rights. This is why Zambia Association of Gynecologists and Obstetricians, ZAGO, with support from Amplify Change, brings you Let's Pick Up Campaign radio program, a program that promotes access to sexual reproductive health services among adolescents and young people. Join us on Sun FM as we discuss different topics such as adolescent or teenage pregnancy, family planning and contraceptives, HIV/AIDS, HIV and STIs, gender-based violence GBV, mental health and alcohol abuse, menstrual hygiene, and many more issues affecting adolescents and young people from all walks of life. Your journey to informed health choices starts here. Your voice matters. Matters.
To today's health talk, as we talk about everything that you need to know in the world of health, or some of the particulars that we are going to be using as well. My name is Lukonsha Sakala, and today we're going to have a very interesting program as we will be giving you and hosting everything that you need to know for today. Now, what we have on the list and on the menu for today are so many interesting topics and so many things that we need to talk about as well. Today our topic is going to be on the sexual reproductive health rights and GBV, which is gender-based violence. And today we are going to be the show as we have an Inside Health or Let's Pick Up campaign. It is important for us to have a voice and for us to reach out on what we do. A program that we will be discussing today, a wide range of health issues affecting adolescents and active health, making decisions about their sexuality, their reproductive and relationships with free form and their coercion, discrimination, and public health factor. And well, so many people need to know exactly what it is. This has Madam Lucy and Mr. Boyd. Should we or may we actually officially introduce you to this?
Okay, good morning. My
about right now. Now, to begin with, Lucy, I'm thinking we should start with you, maybe from where you are, and you could explain why it is very important, especially of the fact that we're looking at adolescents right now.
Okay, SRHR, sexual reproductive health rights. So I'm going to define sexual health rights first, and then I'm going to talk about sexual reproductive health rights. So sexual health rights, this is the pleasance of one having the right to give consent to sexual being, and then reproductive rights.
On informed consent, we talked about just what consent is, privacy, and well, equality. Now, Mr. Boyd and the Guardians as well, just to have an insight on what they really are.
Thank you so much. So the first principle, which is talking about autonomy. So being autonomy, it basically means having light in a young girl or a young woman uli muchupo wakwatensa muchakwe ati umwine opowadeyo mfuiro mwine ati chinayamba okwata abana nangu akateti njamba okwata abana so nisa mushakolya ukupanga amadecision pamubiri wakwe na pabumbi bwakwe without any IAMA services. Every person has got rights to access information of SRH and also have access to access the services of SRH. Then talk of the third one. which is informed consent. So informed consent, umuntu uli kondomo wamwe ama effects ya kondomo forever, ama effects ya jadeo forever, ama effects ya implant forever, wamupera information umwine aipanga the informed consent, giving information to the client before they make informed choice. Then we talk of the other one. Person has got rights.
I think we'll be getting 1 or 2 cents from our listeners out there. So if you do have any questions, you can call us 0955 855 953 or 076 9122 for your messages, and 0211 6171440 for your calls as well. Now, my question, before we proceed to any of this, I'm looking at the fact that yes, you are targeting adolescents at this point, but there are some concerns as well that you would rather ask or even put out, because one of them being so, or maybe correct me,
is for these adolescents and young people to access these informations. So in regards to parents, we do other community outreaches to inform these parents to know about it, so that even if their adolescents or kids can't have access to our facilities, at least their parents can have a bit of access to talk to them in their own free time, because we're trying to avoid
obviously so many challenges, especially when it comes to working or providing all of this information, the details and the services to adolescents. So what are some of those challenges or adolescents that young people are facing regarding SRHR?
All right. Before I go to the challenges, I just want to appreciate the government for introducing comprehensive sexuality education in schools, because ile syllabus now ile tutakuwa muri situation life. Then other challenge that I'll talk about is social media. Social media, it has contributed to the challenges that young people are facing right now, because whatever they see or they hear from the social media, balaf senders are serious. Even nanguma mitsi balaf sender fidafin. So social media has also contributed to these challenges, kuma young people and adolescents. Then the other thing is stigma and
Right, you have stated and talked about so many of these challenges. So I'll bring you back to something here. You talked about the society, right? And you being, criticized by what you want to provide as a service to these young people. But in some, religious groups, there are so many people, not only religious groups, but maybe people who politicize over you, or even in the world, right? Talking about what you want to provide to these young children. And obviously, they'll give you, you're wanting to provide services to young people because obviously, yes, you do educate them on what the effects of maybe these contraceptives will have on them. And these people who are giving their sides to say, okay, this is not a good idea to some of them, right? So now what do you think should be done to ensure that one's rights are not restricted and, these services are accessible, especially, should I say, to everyone, regardless of their tradition, their religious, their belief,
ona la ndapo yakwe batsi
today. A lot of things that are changing our children's mind, a lot of things that are making our children not access information. It's supposed to start with our parents before even us as health providers or as our advocates can go into the community. The parents are supposed to be there and famed to stand for us. Like he said, social media is one of the things that we're using to give information to these people, to the parents. We're doing school outreaches, and we're trying to participate so that everybody can be inclusive, everyone can be an advocate of sexual reproductive health. Every youth can be there to access this information and give them. They're playing a role that they need to change these norms. Like I keep the Bible says stay away from sex until marriage, but is that what's happening in my country? No. Is that what's happening in my community? No. So, but there are other churches that are responding positively, and there are other people that are not. It's a 50-50 thing. So it's through these programs that we're initiating, the outreaches and the radio programs, the Facebook meetings, that we hope parents to understand what we're trying to achieve. It's not that we want them to, like, if other parents and social abuse to to a person regardless of their gender. Gender-based violence is very high in most of our communities, basically in Dola, because of so many things that trigger that trigger the violence. Remember, violence is something that is abused. So gender-based violence can either be due to poverty, unemployment, or or just substance abuse. And substance abuse is the one that is prevailing the